the world awoke to chaos. Headlines splashed across every major outlet, the words written in bold letters. Princess Diana's hidden video emerges. For a family that had spent decades burying its secrets behind palace walls, this revelation was a dagger to the very heart of the monarchy. But for millions across the globe, it was a moment of vindication, a voice from the grave finally being heard. The video had been recorded in the early 1990s, during the height of Diana's struggles within the royal household. In the footage, her eyes, soft, blue, but weary with pain, spoke volumes before she even uttered a word. Sitting in a dimly lit room with no makeup and her hair loosely tied back, Diana spoke into the camera with a trembling voice. "If this ever sees the light of day," she whispered, "it means I have found no other way to tell the truth." Her words cut deeper than anyone could have imagined. She spoke of loneliness, of the icy silence she endured, of the way her marriage had been a facade for years. She spoke of the cruelty of being adored by millions yet unloved in her own home. But perhaps the most shocking moment came when she spoke of her children. "My only wish is that William and Harry grow up knowing what love truly feels like. Not duty, not protocol, but real love." The palace immediately went into panic mode. Advisors rushed to contain the flames, issuing statements questioning the authenticity of the tape. But experts verified the video within hours. There was no denying it. Diana had spoken her truth, and now the entire world was listening. The public reaction was explosive. Crowds gathered outside Buckingham Palace, holding up photos of Diana with candles, chanting her name. Old wounds were reopened, especially for those who had never believed the official story of her life and tragic death. Social media erupted with messages of sorrow and anger. With one post reading, "Even from beyond the grave, Diana exposes the truth they tried to silence." But inside the royal family, the fallout was devastating. King Charles, now older and weary, was reportedly shaken to his core. Though he tried to maintain composure in public, insiders whispered that he had watched the video alone, tears streaming down his face. For years, he had hoped Diana's memory would fade into the background of history, replaced by new royal narratives. But instead, she had returned stronger than ever. Prince William was torn apart. The video wasn't just his mother's pain, was his pain too. Sitting in his private study, he watched the recording over and over, his hands clenched tightly. "She carried all of this," he whispered to himself, "and we never truly knew the depth of it." Kate tried to comfort him, but even she admitted that the world would see Diana in a light more powerful than ever before. For Harry, the emotions were even more raw. Living far from the palace, he had long carried resentment for the way his mother had been treated. When he saw the video, his anger reignited. "This is why I left," he told Meghan, his voice shaking. "This is the truth I've been trying to tell the world." For him, the video wasn't just painful, it was liberating. The monarchy's carefully crafted image was collapsing. Analysts called it the Second Diana Revolution. Public trust in the royal institution plummeted, and newspapers around the world declared it a moment of reckoning. The family that had once seemed untouchable now looked fragile, their flaws exposed by a woman who refused to be silenced even in death. But amidst the turmoil, something beautiful happened. Diana's words inspired millions of women who had felt trapped in loveless marriages, people who had been silenced by powerful figures, children who had grown up feeling invisible. Her voice gave them courage to speak, to break cycles of silence, and to choose love over fear. In the end, the hidden video wasn't just a humiliation for the royal family, it was a gift to humanity. Diana's truth became timeless, echoing through generations as a reminder that kindness, vulnerability, and love carry more power than any crown. And as the world replayed her words again and again, one thing became clear. Though her life had been cut short, her legacy was immortal.